I've been playing this game for 3 years, pretty consistently, and I'm surprised that I have not hit 1,000 hours yet, which is strange. Oh no, did the stream drop? Spilt a little bit of that drink on the table there. Johnny V says back. Man, what the hell? We got Sword in the chat. What's going on, Sword? Dude, the buffering is... I can already tell it's getting bad. Sword says, so your review began yet? Review? Not sure. Just turning down the sound effects here a bit. Monetization. Yes, that process has begun. Basically, it says that I need like 4,000 watch hours or something like that, and right now I'm at like 2,000. I don't know. Not sure what that means, but I guess like you guys hanging out and watching the stream helps, I'm assuming. Alright, so I'm dying very rapidly out here. Sword says, man, you need to stream more. I know, dude, I went like the last 2 weeks without streaming. So, probably not the best thing to do when you're growing a YouTube channel. But, yeah. Lots more. I know. The weird thing is I think it was based on an average, like average watch time, because I know that number was much higher before. So I think it's like based on an average, because I don't stream as often as I used to and upload as often as I used to. Also, even though I have more subscribers, my views are down. So, but you guys showing up definitely helps. What's going on? Brian K. Moore, thank you for stopping by the chat, dude. Getting reviewed with 4K goes faster than 26K. Is that what they changed it to? Did they like reduce it or something? TSS says, can't wait till Saturday for No Man's Sky. I have found out so much about how the game works, also continuing my legacy save. Yeah, dude, me and Hidden were streaming last night and kind of figuring out the... ooh, that thing had like a semi-truck front with the vertical wings. I might have to take a look at that. Trying to just figure out how the food mechanic and stuff works, and that was actually a lot of fun. And I rode my first creature last night, which was awesome. So, took him 2 weeks to go through my content. Oh, damn. So, I actually just recently redid my character's outfit here. Let me know what you guys think about that. So I figured I'd kind of go with like a dark gray / black and gold kind of thing. I've been doing the white astronaut outfit for so damn long that I was like, you know what, I'm going to switch it up and try something a little bit different. And I saw a Peaceful Gamers character model on a post that he did on Twitter where he had this helmet. And I was like, you know what, I think I want to rock that helmet because that's a super cool looking helmet. And I've never worn it before. So... there's this weird glitch I've been noticing with PlayStation controllers, or maybe my controller's just going bad. But basically what's happening is that my character will have a tendency to like feel like they're on ice and they kind of slide around. I'm a huge Saints fan. You know, I wasn't thinking about that when I did it, but that's so funny because that's exactly kind of the theme, I guess. Instead of going with over-the-ear headphones today, I decided to go with monitors because it was starting to annoy me using that big headset every time I wanted to stream. So, not that that has any impact on the mic or anything like that. Dude, one of my favorite features right now... what am I doing? There we go. One of my favorite features right now with this update is the how you can move your technology around. That was like one of the first things I did, was just went and like reorganized all my tech. So that planet is gonna kill you. Brian says he's from Louisiana. Very, very cool. Dude, I've been to Louisiana. So I used to be a regional manager at my last job, a business manager. And I had to do business throughout a few different states: Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and I think I said Oklahoma already, and Louisiana, but not too far into Louisiana. So I've driven through like New Orleans and I've spent a day there, but most of my time was spent in Shreveport. But it's been some time since I've had to go there. But I love the whole vibe of Louisiana. Plus, driving through like Alexandria or New Orleans or something like that is like really pretty at night. Oh, I'm getting some buffering. I'm going to get off this planet. I had ice skates right after the update. Yeah, dude, it literally like the left joystick will just like lose control all of a sudden, and then you start sliding around, and then your jetpack button kind of messes up and doesn't work as well either. Another one of my favorite things is they significantly expanded the amount of raw resources that you can keep per inventory slot. So you can sit, it's not as grindy because you can sit there and just hammer out like a bunch of condensed carbon and ferrite and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's like you can hold a stack of 10,000 per space, per slot. So just the quality of life changes alone in this update has been pretty phenomenal. Tons of glitches on PS4 right now. There are, Dave Langer. I've been noticing a lot of people with the variety argument that they've been making online. I'm not really seeing that too much as a reality right now, to be honest. I'm seeing a lot more variety than what I've typically seen. You know, obviously things tend to look similar, but I have noticed a lot of new things, and I'm sure they're going to continue to work on that. It's not as much variety as I was hoping for, but there is variety. So Dave Linger says No Man's Sky is way too easy now. I don't think so. I think that there's more. It's everything you do is more purposeful, right? Like you can make money a variety of different ways, whether that's digging up tech, or whether that's digging up dinosaur bones, or crafting meals to sell, or doing missions, or trading with other players. Just different things like that. I think that there's more purpose behind what you do. Big Pidge says, yeah, mine has been the same, sliding around everywhere. I found uninstalling rocket boots helps with the jetpack issues. Dave Linger says, every planet looks the same. I don't know. I don't know about that. I disagree with that. One thing I've noticed in this adventure that I've been going on is I just love the way that planets have been looking. They fixed a lot of the issues that were going on with the Nexus, which is super cool. So, yeah. With inventory mouse, you still need to grind, but not nearly as often. Well, okay, maybe grind isn't the best word, but look at it this way. Okay, before you would have to sort of continually manage your inventory all the time. You couldn't take your eyes off it. You couldn't take your mind off it. You were constantly messing around with the inventory, right? That's not the problem anymore. You're not just sitting there messing around with inventory, because I can hold so many items in a single stack that I just shoot away. I pick up when I'm going. I pick up lots of dihydrogen. I pick up tons of condensed carbon. I hold crap loads of tritium. Because I'm not worried about how much space that's going to take up, and I'm not rationing my inventory the same way. So for me, that's a massive quality of life improvement that makes things a lot easier for me. But yeah, I mean, there is a grind, but it's a different grind. It's more rewarding, and you babysit your inventory less. Dave Linger says, it's a survival game. Having 10,000 things per slot is overkill. I could see that. I could see that argument, Dave Langer. Sword says, I'm finding much more going on with the planet since the blueprints require salvage tech. I'm glad they made that mechanic. I spend way more time on a planet now. Yeah, me personally, I've always spent a lot of time on a planet anyway. That's never really been a concern for me, because I love the exploring piece. Who's coming? I love the exploring piece, but now I feel like when I'm exploring, there's more to find. So I kind of agree with Sword on that one. Sword says, the increase of nanites in the boxes made all waypoints worth checking out. That's true, Sword. Also, how you can get nanites has definitely been improved. There's more ways to earn nanites. TSS says, I got the bug with the new things. Let me go back and read that, sorry. I got the bug with building new things. After I leave and go back to the building, and the game doesn't recognize the previously built things. Okay. KJ says, Dave, play perma or survival. The old slot size is the same. So there you go. There's the answer to that one. So I did not know that, actually. I have a permadeath save on Xbox, and I've not played on Xbox since the update. So I need to go ahead and jump in and do that. Yeah. So I found a couple of really cool islands on this planet last night that I really almost wanted to build a base on. I love the new language learning mechanics. There's not just one or two ways to learn a language now, and you can kind of decide what category of word or phrase that you want to learn. Which I think is really super cool. Now I saw that ruin down here somewhere. I need to check that out. I don't know, can't remember where that was when I viewed it. I have noticed that oceans are significantly deeper in a lot of places than they used to be. But KJ's got a doctor's appointment. Well, thank you for stopping by, KJ, and hopefully I'm still streaming when you're able to come back. Got Cuz Walt in the chat, says, yo, what is going on, Cuz Walt? Sword says, I think they removed the grind in normal mode, trying to bring more creative players to normal and make it easier for new players that have a new... Yeah, Sword, the game is much more forgiving at the beginning, right? Before, it didn't really hold your hand coming in. It was kind of like you just had to figure everything out on your own. But now it's much more forgiving, and it's easier for new players. That's absolutely true. BK Moore says, I just wish they would make it easier to see what's in your storage containers without having to look inside them. Maybe like a screen with a list of what's inside. Yeah, I wish that when you pull up your inventory menu that there was a menu, a separate tab for storage containers, and then you could select it and select all the different storage containers you have in different locations and overview their inventory. That's a very good suggestion. And actually, if I were you, I would send that over to the Zendesk. Oh, shit. Was not expecting to see that. Oh, wow. Oh, dude. Oh, we got Roger Folger in the chat. What is going on, Roger? It says evening all. What is crack-a-lackin'? Dude, I thought that what I was seeing from space was like a ruin underwater, so when I saw the front of that freighter, that kind of threw me off. That was sick. And then with the water not being totally clear and it's kind of murky and creepy, that kind of added to the whole effect of like, what did I just roll up on? That was pretty cool. Me and the wife are having a date night today, guys. By the way, so this stream isn't going to be as long as they are sometimes. Sometimes I'll whip out like a 4-hour stream. This one is not going to be that long because we're going to go see that new movie called The Boys, which is out in theaters right now. So we are going to check that out. All right, let's check out whatever story they got right here. Dude, 3D Destroyer crash space stations would be sick. That's such an awesome idea, bro. Log extraction complete. All right, let's read the log. Life goes on, day after day, delivering after. Cause I hope to go home soon. The life of a cause is not for one like me. Multiple Sentinel energy signatures detected, requiring immediate. I hate making that sound. Dropping out of warp. There's the Sentinels. Cause what are they doing? Fighting each other. The Sentinel ships are engaging each other. Cause ignoring us for now. The Sentinels appear to have departed. Distress signal nearby. Broadcasting 16 on repeat. I'm going to take a look. See, this is the kind of thing I want more of in No Man's Sky. Like, less story. I know there's a lot of people out there that want story. They like story, whatever the case is. But I want less story and more lore. I like coming across these different tales of the deep and what's going on and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like I love sort of like the ambient way to go about discovering some of this stuff. Let's see here. Sword says, Brian, hit triangle in your inventory menu, then toggle over to storage containers when at your base. Yeah, but you should be able to do that, like I feel like remotely whenever you want, Sword. You know what I mean? Dave Langer says, BK Moore. I'm just going to call you BKM for short. I lost my place. Oh, BK Moore, when you're in your base, hit... Nope. Yeah, so you guys are essentially already said the same thing. Dude, we got Grammy in the chat. What is going on, Grammy? Thank you for stopping by. So lovely to have you here. By the way, guys, if you guys are wondering what that logo is up there that says Free Delta Initiative, that is the hub that I founded with Slade Braddock and Lily Hop of the NMS Cafe. And basically, we're real chill. We got a really, really busy chat. It's going 24/7. We've got a wiki. We hang out together in there and do stuff like that. So if you're interested in being part of a civilization in No Man's Sky that doesn't have a bunch of rules and naming conventions and policies that you have to follow, and it's just a bunch of cool veteran No Man's Sky players all hanging out together, then down in the description box below, you'll see all the links where you can follow us, and a link to the Free Delta Initiative is there. It's basically an Amino community. We have a Discord as well, which is also in the description box down below. So you can join our Discord if you prefer to do that instead of Amino. Amino is better for, managing wikis and things like that. Discord is way better for chat. But take advantage of both. You know, you can access both from the web or from apps. Amino and Discord have their own apps. So we're trying to grow this little thing we're doing over here in the Euclid Delta, man. Grammy says, yeah, it's a fun place. I don't visit enough. Grammy says, I agree. I want less story and more lore. Yeah, because the thing about lore is like it's not feeding the story to you, right? It's something that you organically come across and learn about the universe that you're exploring, and I like that. I prefer that, you know. That's kind of how Elite Dangerous was with the Thargoids, right? There wasn't like a storyline about the Thargoids. It was like you were playing the game, and then things would happen and encounters would happen where you would sort of learn about the Thargoids that way, and it was kind of like this mystery that was like unfolding, you know? That's what I like. I think that the game is sort of missing some of that from the earliest days when the game first came out, and there was no story writer that was writing like, you know, these like story missions and things like that. You were just kind of exploring, and then you would come across these monoliths that would give you like a little snippet about the universe and about the simulation and where you are in space-time, which I think is really, really cool. Tariq Stark says, I now want to aim down sight, so I've not played that much of a nut punch. What? I don't get it. We got Liberty NC in the chat. What is going on, Liberty? By the way, thank you guys for joining the stream today. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out and supporting the channel. I also want to give Sword a big shout out because honestly, I would probably not have hit 1,000, at least not this soon, if it wasn't for Sword incessantly plugging me at every opportunity that he could, embarrassing me to limitless, you know, extent. But I'm not ungrateful, and I appreciate Sword doing so. And I'm glad that a lot of you that have been visiting the channel lately have been coming from Sword streams. And we are a constellation. We are one big No Man's Sky family. So big shout out to Sword. And if you guys are subscribed to the Hidden Panda Show and you are not subscribed to Sword, which I highly doubt, but if that is the case, make sure that you guys go check out Sword's channel. He is in the chat. Click on his icon. Go subscribe. We've got Caleb Lord in the chat. What is going on, Caleb Lord? Thank you for hanging out with us last night on our midnight snack stream with Hidden Jew Agenda. So, appreciate that. I've never seen these before. Hidden pointed this out last night. These trees with spikes. I don't think I've ever seen that on any planet anywhere. So, sorry for that noise. That's the Ice Maker. Dude, I love this ship. This is my favorite ship right now. Oh my gosh. I can't stop flying this ship. I do want to set the stage right off the beginning as well. On these streams, it is my weekend. So today is my Sunday. Yesterday was my Saturday. So I'd like to have a couple of drinks and stream and hang out with you guys in the chat. So if you guys see me pouring anything, I do not condone the consumption of alcohol. Obviously, I'm 21 years old. So if you guys see that, you know, hopefully that doesn't offend anybody. And I know I might have some younger viewers, you know, that might stop by the channel that is not of age. So I in no way condone that behavior. We've got Liberty NC in the chat, says, making my way to minute, a few jumps at a time from where I was near the center. Bro, yes, minute, dude. That's where I'm heading to. That is the old capital system for the FDI. And that's where I'm going. I'm very far away. So I'm doing this old school. I'm doing this like how people used to travel to the galactic hub before they knew about black hole roulette, before all of that kind of stuff, before multiplayer made it very easy to traverse space. Basically, I'm just warping. I'm warping straight from the edge of the galaxy to the center of the galaxy, doing it the old way. But yeah, Tariq Stark says, I want to aim so players versus NPC doesn't feel so much like a nut punch. I'm drinking too, dude. Responsibly, of course, right? Cuz Walt says, you get the dono alerts. They should be popping up, but you can't donate to the channel just yet. So all donations have to go through PayPal currently because the channel is not yet monetized. Sword says, bro, it's been an absolute pleasure getting to see you and JC Hysteria break 1,000 on my live streams. Dude, it's been a pleasure for me to help introduce you to the community and to watch your channel explode. And, you know, it like that to me is its own reward. So I appreciate you saying that, Sword. And I'm coming from a very genuine place. That isn't like just for the stream, like, oh, I'm going to be nice to Sword, and then meanwhile in the background I'm like jealous or something. Legit, I am a fan of that guy right there in the chat. I have been since day one. We've been friends. He's helped me with my community building and stuff like that. And in the very early days, I promoted his channel whenever I could, and he's awesome. Everybody saw that, just like I saw that in him, and his channel took off, and I could not be happier to see it. Let's see here. Dave Langer says they need to get rid of drop-in. It's not needed anymore with the Nexus. Yeah, drop-in shouldn't even be an option. The Nexus serves that purpose so beautifully that drop-in co-op should literally just be nixed right out of the options. You shouldn't even be able to just join a random player's game, because that's what the Nexus is. When you pull up the Nexus, you're in random players' games, right? And then you can request permission to join their lobby and join their fire team, which I think is better than just being able to drop into someone's game. Personally, you know, that's how I feel about it anyway. Grammy says, lots of love to the Hidden Panda Show. Been watching you for a long time. Love you both. You know, and you too, Grammy. Because I'm so busy and I've got my own channel and I'm managing the FDI and I'm doing all that other kind of stuff in social media and I'm working full time and all those other things, like I can't watch everybody like how I used to watch. But man, I would always be in Grammy's chat whenever she would live stream and stuff like that. And I'm a big fan of hers. And I learned about Grammy through CobraTV. And, you know, Grammy's awesome. You're awesome, Grammy. Tariq says, yeah, man, I got work in the morning. Hell yeah, dude. Dave Langer says, the only time drop-in should be allowed is when starting a new game, letting you start near a friend. And it should be more of a one-time thing. I don't think it's necessary, you know. It does make hanging out with your friends easier, but it takes away some of the satisfaction of that like long journey, right, to get to a place that I think was so important to the overall vibe of the game, right? Just the ability to, you know, like one of the most memorable things I've ever done in No Man's Sky ever, okay, was go to the Galactic Hub. So, you know, Grammy, I am loving Beyond. I have mixed feelings about certain features of Beyond, but by and large, I'm loving the update. So, you know, simply, I like the update more than I don't like the update. And I see that Hello Games is working very, very hard to patch a lot of things. And so I'm very patient. Most of my issues are mainly just with bugs. That's really it. All right, where are these guys coming from? Okay, that was a pretty cool formation right there. I dig it. Ooh, I don't know how that guy didn't die. think that was the last one, right? Yep. Dude, why is it not letting me in my own freighter? There we go. Terrible entrance. Don't pay any attention to that. Dave Langer says, in my opinion, Beyond is not 2.0. Well, Dave Langer, in my opinion, it is. I love you, Dave. Grammy says, I feel the same way for most of Beyond. I feel pirate fighting is once again hard for me. Next made it easy. Beyond took that away. BKM says, I'm a huge fan for both of you and have been following you for a while. Big fan of Grammy too, aka Smurd74. And yeah, dude, you know, I think Cobra saying we are a consolation is like one of the best phrases, because I really feel that way. Like, this community, especially early on back in 2016, 2017, it was very hard to be a member of this community. It was very hard to be a content creator in this community, and everything's a lot more positive now. So, you know, it's I think that initially kind of had us all band together and stick together and support each other, and I'm glad to see that hasn't faded or died on most of us. So, okay, I'm pretty sure I just saw a hauler go by, and then that thing vanished into the ether, so that was super weird. Grammy says, where I understand about survival stuff, I dislike the power stuff. See, I like the power stuff because you can't just randomly build giant things without considering how those things operate and how they're powered. And so I kind of like the idea that you have to be more thoughtful about the structures that you build, and then anybody that's going to be building those crazy wild structures has to overcome those new things in order to do that, which is going to make them even more amazing. So I'm not totally sold on the fact that you know, it's a negative thing, not yet anyway. Liberty NC says, I'm just surprised that some of the bugs in pre-Beyond still persisted in Beyond. I know, one of the things that Sean Murray had said was that one of the reasons why they hadn't done any of the patches leading up to Beyond to fix some of those issues is because some of those issues were going to be incorporated in other things that they were doing with Beyond, and that they would fix them all at one time. And we haven't seen that yet. But, you know, I have faith. This company's trying very, very hard. They're not going to get it perfect all the time, every time. But it also helps if we are sending that stuff to the Zendesk. Me and you talking about it isn't necessarily going to help solve the problem. But if we let those guys know through bug reporting, hopefully they're going to see that and take priority. Cuzwalt says, Panda and Sword helped me out in my No Man's Sky journeys by dropping info on the farms they built. Or the farms that Sword built. I didn't build any high-yield farms. I built personal farms, but what I will take credit for is helping a community member who ruined his own thing, unfortunately, but helping a community member to build a community of over 100 builders, all building farms that a lot of people were sharing in the spoils of, and Sword was one of the main people that helped seed that for us at that time. And then Sword was also one of the main people that when me and Lillian Slade started the FDI, him and Centex had came over, and Sword helped seed some of the stuff there as well, and built the first farm on Anya, which is now our capital planet, so in our capital system, Pitstain. So, but yeah, thank you for that, Cuzwalt. Tariq says, I'm loving the new alien species in the Nexus. I'm hoping to see them on planets as NPCs. This is beginning to feel more like Mobius art. Yeah, also, one of the things that I'm liking is NPCs walking around. It catches me off guard because I'm not used to it yet. And sometimes what I'll see is an NPC get out of their ship, right, in a space station or at a trade outpost, and then like walk around and take notes. And I will go to a trade outpost and I'll be like walking up to the terminus and then just seeing NPCs walking by. And then you combine that with up to 8 players, you know, in a PS4 lobby or Xbox lobby, or 32 on a PC lobby, and it really starts to add to how dense everything feels. So it's really incredible. It's awesome. We've got 1138 says, a constellation can only be seen from one specific point in space. Let's see here. Dave Langer says, at Hidden Panda Show, the next time you are on, we will debate this 2.0 thing. Yes. Yes, we will. Um, and Dave Langer, we had a party chat on PlayStation. It was me, Dave Langer, and Cuz Walt, and I had voiced some of my concerns about Beyond. And Cuz Walt luckily kind of kept keep my head in the right place. But yeah, I was going into a dark place because as it got closer, I started to get really worried about it. And like I said, there was a few things that I wasn't the biggest fan of that was done, and a couple of things that I would have liked to have seen changed. And I was really hoping for a major space overhaul, which obviously we didn't get. But I'm not unhappy with the update, and to me it does feel like a totally different game. In the sense that visually it's the same, mechanically it's mostly the same, but I think that there's so much more intent and thought behind everything and quality of life changes that the game feels more balanced and well-rounded, and the VR feature is just really, really, really cool. Let's see here. Trying to get caught up in the chat. You guys are chatting away. Not that I'm complaining about that. That is awesome. Cuz Walt says TOG, yes, top of the galaxy. Those guys are lit. I don't know if they're up to anything anymore. I don't really see them active. I think a lot of the things that they were doing with the mechanics of the game are broken with these updates, that have made a lot of things easier. And so, yeah. Grammy says, I am the goddess of boxes, so I build boxes for bases. But I play a lot of survival games, and power is something you have to learn in most of them. I just kind of hate learning them. Yeah, I haven't really messed around with it, but I like the idea of it. Maybe I'll hate it if I try to mess around with it, and I know it messed up a lot of people's existing bases, but I like that idea, and I saw something on Reddit where a player built a power line system, delivery system, from an area where he had generators, and then he ran lines across the map to a different location. And I think that's an interesting concept, especially if you're doing any sort of a city build like what we've been working on in the FDI previously, where you can have multiple builds in close proximity and then supply one common power supply to power the whole damn thing, which I think would be sick. Sword is indeed a farming genius, Cuzwalt, for sure. We got .com in the chat. What is going on, .com? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. Tariq Stark says, I can't leave this game. It's the first real retro sci-fi game in first person. I still don't like the creatures, but I still love the game and the community. And, it's a game in progress. And who knows what Hello Games is going to do after this. They might shrink the scale a bit, but put a lot more focus on variety and graphical fidelity and things like that. This is a grand experiment that we've all been a part of. At the end of the day, this thing's really like an alpha or like a early access. We've been playing an experiment this whole time. Let's see here. I miss Semtex. Yeah. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to mute. My wife is calling. Hey guys, sorry about that. My wife video called me, so I wasn't. There was no glitches or no issues, and I wasn't talking to anybody specific. I was. My wife had video called from work just to see what was going on and what I was up to and stuff like that. So that's what I was doing. So sorry about that. I wasn't expecting it, so it was kind of abrupt. Damn it. Now work's calling. 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, I am back. Sorry about that. Now let me get caught up on the chat that just like flung by me. Let's see here. Can't hear the video anymore. Now you can. They need new animals and new ship types. I agree, Dave Langer. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start from here. If there was anything specific that you guys wanted me to see that I didn't get to, just say it again and I'll read it. Because I do want to read the chat. It's like one of my favorite things to do when I'm streaming. So, yeah. Where's the center? There's the center. Okay. So I can jump like 2,000 light years. What's this over here? Can I make that? Let's see what somebody's got popping off there. Hashtag Mrs. Panda. Dude, hell yeah. She's awesome. She called to tell me that she ate tacos again. So, because she's pregnant, she's been having like these cravings. And like, she's been super into tacos. So, yeah. I hear ice. Where is the glass? Dude, so I'm having vodka soda with lime juice and no glass because I like to keep it cold. So, plus I don't want the glass sweating all over my desk. My desk / coffee bar. Let's see here. Our party chats with you, Cuz, and me are always great. Hell yeah. You should get Forrest Gump to moderate the debate. That would be hilarious. That would be funny. Alright, let's get a peek. Alright, so we got like a dark colored space. I'm digging, I'm digging, I'm down. Let's check from up here. Might be an uncharted system because I don't see any space station. And I didn't check to see if it was or not. Alright, let's go ahead and check this guy out. By the way, Cuzwalt, I don't know if you are a vodka man, but I just tried this one. It's called Hammer and Sickle. Bruh. It's good stuff. I almost just went in like mad predictable mode and got a got a Tito's, but I decided to try this hammer and sickle, and it's pretty sick. Johnny B says, "Wow, Panda, I'm drinking the same exact thing." Yeah, dude. So normally I would like have like like a couple of bourbons or whiskeys or gin and tonics, but I wanted something crisp, clean, and light, and so I went with a pretty nice vodka. So. Dave Linger says, Cuzwalt does a great job at being the ref when me and Panda duke it out. To be honest, me and Panda agree on 90% of things. But, dude, the things that we don't agree on, we're, like, mad passionate about it. And, like, we can get kind of aggressive. Tariq Stark says, if I can get riding on creatures in the game, then Panda, we have to get flying frigates and new wildlife added. Yeah, so I actually sent Hello Games an email of to their Zendesk of features, suggestions of features that I think that they should add. So Tariq, I want to pick your brain on this. So you guys are gonna get angry with me because I stopped playing the game, but I just kind of want to run some of these by Tariq here. Let's see. Okay, so I got a $10 donation on PayPal, so just saw that in the email. Don't know who did that, but thank you for donating. Guys, there are many ways to support the channel. One of those ways is PayPal. To me, it's all equal. You're all equal. So really appreciate whoever donated that. And also, just liking, subscribing, sharing the videos, commenting, hanging out in the chat. All of those are all ways to support the channel and support what we do at the Hidden Panda Show. So thank you for whoever made that donation, and thank you all you guys for being here, because really that's all that we need is just you guys interacting with the channel, and that does the trick, right? Let's see here. Cuz is the man. Wait, was it Cuz? The popcorn for your movie tonight is covered. Dude, Cuz Walt, thank you, bro. That's sick, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Roger Folger says, I would recommend Choppin'. It's a great polished vodka. Oh, Chopin. Okay. I'm going to have to try that out. I was looking at the Belvedere as well because Specs had a really good price on it. But apparently this is a product of Russia. It's not overly strong, distilled 6 times. And it's almost like water. It's very smooth, just the right amount of burn, goes down easy, but gives you like a little bit of that right here in the chest. And it's just very, very clean tasting. I'm digging it. So this is Tariq. This is what I sent Hello Games in with regard to features I'd like to see in the game. So I basically said, hey guys, I just want to start by stating that I've been playing since launch and I'm a huge fan. I love the game that launched, and I've been loving all these updates, but I also run a hub and a community in No Man's Sky and have been a member of the community for a while, and I have some suggestions for features just based on things that I'd like to see and things that I've heard from other people. First on that list is Space Overhaul. Space in No Man's Sky is a huge opportunity for new features. By finding a way to open the skybox, so to speak, and allow for stars to be physical stellar objects in space, and planetary rotations, like with some planets, for example, like being on the other side of the star. You can have like larger planetary distances, more gameplay opportunities in space, like maybe building a base in space, landing on asteroids, that kind of thing. Resource gathering opportunities, which I think would be really cool. Number 2 on that list is take away all the random asteroids in space. I'm really passionate about this one. A lot of people haven't thought about this, but I'm real big on this. So take away all the random asteroids in space, make the pulse engine something that charges over time, and allow tech upgrades to modify this feature to reduce recharge times and increase pulse efficiency. The asteroids are an eyesore, and they only exist to obtain tritium. There's just way too many of them. It would be cool to have like an asteroid belt or a particular area that you can physically travel to that specific area to get to asteroids to mine maybe minerals and silver and gold and stuff like that. But the reason why they're everywhere is because you run out of pulse fuel. And so that you don't get stuck 36 weeks away from a planet that would only take you 30 seconds to with your pulse drive, they threw all these random asteroids everywhere so that you can acquire tritium so that you don't run out of fuel. You eliminate the fuel problem, then you don't have any issues with those asteroids. And then that's one less thing that they have to generate in space, right? So I'm really big on that, and I think that that would sort of clean things up a bit in space, right? Number 3 on that list was allow steering in pulse drive. And I said, it's annoying that I have to drop out of pulse to change direction and then re-engage the drive again. So, hello games, just allow us to steer in pulse drive. I don't think I'm asking too much there. Number 4, change the warp animation. It breaks the immersion of traveling through space. When you select a star destination on the galactic map, that star should be highlighted on your HUD. Then you could guide your ship toward that star and warp in that direction rather than a warp texture. You could have an animation where you are approaching the selected star. As you get closer, you begin to see the planets in the orbits and what have you, a more expanded version of what we see in the galactic map. It could actually look very similar to the load screen when you launch No Man's Sky and you're like launching into the game. So like the warp animation could just be that screen going to a star, and then it literally loads in on a specific star, and as it zooms in you see all the different planets and everything, and it just transitions into that system. And I think that would be far more effective than the texture that we see when we warp. Number 5, portals and terminus destinations should preload before you step through, like the portals trailer before release, where you walk through and the destination is instantly there. Keep in mind that when you go through a terminus, you are pre-selecting a destination in space. The base that you're visiting on that planet is loaded onto a server. That planet has a very specific seed code, like a telephone number that is specific to that planet. When you land on that planet, all of those things will generate in that specific way because it's all part of the code, right? So when you're dialing a portal address into a portal, when it does that spinning up animation, instead of doing that animation and then that warp texture, while it's doing that animation, it could be loading in the planet on the other side of that portal, and then you step through and it's instant travel. I don't know the mechanics of how difficult that would be to do from a game development standpoint, but it would be really nice to see that done. Multiple biomes on a single planet, very rare to make them feel special. And, they're doing some stuff with dynamic liquid. I'd like to see more of that. Number 7 is I put, this is the last one, I put pilot freighters and frigates with fire team on board even during interstellar travel. Imagine you and your 8 or 32 friends hopping on board your freighter, piloting to a nearby star system, hopping onto multiple frigates, and descending down to the planet for multiplayer exploration and building. I know developing features on a procedural engine is difficult, and typing up ideas from the comfort of my couch is easy, but hopefully some, if not all of these ideas can one day be implemented. If not, it's no biggie. I've loved the game since it came out. That's not changing. I love you guys. Keep up the hard work, and you are the best team in gaming with the best community. And so I kind of sent that to them. Hopefully that resonates and they're able to see that, and hopefully there's some takeaways that they have. I would like to maybe see some of that stuff happen in reality. So let me get caught up on the chat here. The Popcorn Lord says, Grammy, dude, that's so awesome. I can't believe Cuzwalt did that. Thank you so much. Dave Langer says, do it just like Elite Dangerous and make the asteroids for the rings. Yeah, that'd be cool. Or like an asteroid belt that's physically there, for mining purposes and the acquisition of certain materials and resources that otherwise would be rare. But right now they're just there to get tritium, and tritium's there because you have to run out of fuel apparently. So I think that it could just, a slight change would make a big impact on the way that we do that, and then allowing us to steer and pulse will bring the whole thing together. Because Walt says Elite Dangerous has fuel rats in-game refueling group. They do pretty crazy cool stuff to help people out there that are stuck in space. Yeah, I feel like this community would get together and kind of create a similar thing. So I'm not totally opposed, right? Roger Folger says they done a recharge on takeoff tech is brilliant. Not had to charge it since installed. They can do the same thing for pulse drive. Yeah, like you can. Yeah, exactly. Like the pulse drive doesn't necessarily need to be fueled by tritium. Like you could use tritium to maybe do something else, I don't know, or whatever, but the pulse drive can recharge, and I think that would solve all the random asteroids everywhere. Grammy says, I wish they could make portals important again. Yeah, you know, this is going to sound like really nitpicky, and I don't want it to sound that way, but I remember before Atlas Rises, there was this whole movement of people going out and trying to find the portals, and everybody was working together because we didn't know that they just weren't switched on, and we thought there was a way to turn them on and that we had to figure it out. And we would like spend hours like pushing one of those golden balls from a ruin towards a portal and trying to push it through the hole and doing all these different things to try to figure out, you know, how to get these things to work. And we even had like a science behind how to locate the portals and everything else. And then with Atlas Rises, they just switched them on. And it kind of, all of that effort, you know, wasn't taken into consideration when doing that. They could have done that a bit differently. I don't dislike the idea of portals, but yeah, kind of like Grammy said, just switching it on was kind of, you know, could have been done better. Dave Langer said they kind of do that with the anomaly. NMS Black Hole Suns in the chat. Whoop, whoop, what is going on? Thank you for stopping by. They said this topic right here is why we wanted to have you on as our guest for the first ever stream. I'd love to do it again at some point now that Beyond has dropped. Yeah, and if it wasn't for my shitty work schedule that day, Black Hole Suns, I would have really, really, really been more present to be part of that discussion because I was really looking forward to doing that. But there will be another chance. So thank you for stopping by. And yeah, I love talking about that kind of stuff. But look, guys, all of these here, it's everywhere that you fly, and they have to be so that you don't run out of fuel. And I don't like the idea of that. You know, it's kind of like an eyesore, because if I wanted to take this really beautiful screenshot, okay, well now I got these tons and tons of asteroids in the way, and I've got to kind of fly past them, but not too far, right? Because more will pop up, right? Because they have to be there. So I have to try to figure out a way where I can get a certain distance to where, okay, now, right about here, I can stop and then go into photo mode and take a screenshot, because from here, there's not any more, you know, asteroids. And it just, I don't know, it's kind of a nuisance. You know, maybe I'm just making a big deal out of something really trivial, but that's just kind of how I feel about it. Slade Braddock says, woo, long ride home. Hiya, party people. What is going on, Slade? Nice to have you in the chat, dude. Slade Braddock, guys, one of the co-founders of the Free Delta Initiative. Tariq says, yes, I wanted some better asteroids to tell what type of recourse, and yeah, exactly. So now space creatures, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want like space whales and like things like that. Not real big on the idea of space creatures per se. But yeah. Ooh, they got a black hole right here. Very cool, very cool. My rule right now, though, is no black hole travel. I know that's probably pretty ridiculous, but I'm sticking to it. It's going to be a radioactive planet for sure. Ah, come on. Grammy says, I remember the portal hunt and did some of it myself. Dude, one of my very first streams was titled How to Find Portals in No Man's Sky, and it was a major fail. I streamed for 2.5 hours, didn't find one single portal. But yeah, it was awesome. Oh, a star bulb planet. So we got to go check that one out. I thought for sure that'd be like a radioactive one. And it's a moon. Okay. Very cool. Most of them are still systems and mostly now uncharted systems. Okay. Cuzwalt says, hi, Slade. Yeah, guys, let's give some love to Slade Braddock in the chat. Tariq Stark says, I do remember how hard it is to make portals in Unreal Engine 4, but if they did planetary portal gates, well, remember, keep in mind, Tariq, that when you're dialing the planet, that portal code essentially is a coordinate to that planet, and that planet's seed is already established. So that planet will always generate that way because that's its code. So I honestly don't like... They did it already. You saw it in the trailer. So I don't think that it would be that difficult to implement that, to be honest. BKM says, I think a cool way to get rid of the asteroid problem would be to put a fueling station in the Nexus, being that you can call it from anywhere. Very good point. There you go. You can still have your tritium, and you can you know, fix the asteroid problem in one go. Very good call out, Brian K. Moore. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Slade says, hi, Grammy, doing much better after a month from hell, which included a hospital visit. Better now, though. Oh, I have not heard about this, Slade, which I feel guilty about because maybe you talked to some people in FDI about it, but Panda hasn't been very present lately because I've been super busy with that damn Galaxy Note 10 launch. But everything is slowed down now, so. We got a hashtag FDI in the chat, and I will follow up in kind and do a hashtag FDI myself. One, because it's my damn community, but two, because, you know, I know I'm biased, but I personally think it's the best damn community out there. So. Loving the golden grass on this planet, the blue skies. Have you guys noticed the cloud textures have gotten a lot better? Massive improvements on the cloud textures, absolutely massive. Let's see here. Yes, guys, we got hashtag Slade, hashtag FDI. You know what? I forgot to drop a hashtag Slade. I'm going to do that right now as well. The FDI would not have been possible were it not for Slade. I'll tell you what, one of the biggest improvements to biomes in this update is lush planets. The lush planets have become absolutely phenomenal. Also, subtle changes with the terrain, which I can really appreciate as well. Really digging the terrain. NMS Black Hole Sun says, wait, hold up. Slade Braddock says, nah, kept it pretty low. Got to keep it positive. Well, as long as you're better and you're healthy and everything's cool, and if there's anything that you need from us or any way that we can be there for you, man, just let us know. We are a family, man. So like these like rolling hills here, like this sort of landscape, like I don't recall seeing it quite like this before. This looks more natural. It's more of a subtle sort of, you know, I don't know. Am I looking into this too hard? I just feel like before Beyond, like this sort of the ground being like this wouldn't necessarily be the case. Now, if we can just get back to some of that Pathfinder like level of like undulating ground, whoa, then that would be sick. You know what? I'm digging this spacesuit. Not gonna lie, I'm down with it. Slade Raddick says, you guys are awesome. Much love to you all. Hell yeah, dude. Cuzwalt says, finding abandoned freighters or frigates and exploring the wreckage in space. New recipes can be related or whatever. Doing co-op raids to recover things in ghost freighters and some alien shiz, yo. Yeah, ghost freighters, like finding derelict freighters out in the universe, you know, like you're like traveling between star systems and like there's like a downed freighter. Ooh, with the low swoop, okay. And seeing like a downed freighter, you know what I mean? I think that would just be really sick. And then like you can dock with it and go inside and kind of like drift around and find some, you know, some rare items in there potentially. Big Pitch says, grassy hills and verges are definitely new. I think they look awesome. Yeah, it looks much more natural, and it's such a subtle and slight change. I kind of made a social media post about that today that, you know, we had really great terrain with Pathfinder and lots of really great colors and stuff on Lush Worlds. And I think that, you know, Next kind of took a lot of that away and went for like a more realistic approach. And they tried to fix that with that update in Next. What was it called? I can't remember, but it was like a variety update, and like they added colors and stuff like that. But it didn't quite do the trick. And I think with Beyond really does the trick. I think Beyond really sort of like gave us that back. Oop, getting some stutters. Hopefully the stream doesn't drop, guys. Tariq Stark says, you already know how I feel about flying in frigates. I do like asteroid base ideas, and I don't want to see a giant whale every time I fly into a new system. You know, I don't want to see one at all. I mean, if they throw it in, I'm not going to complain about it, but I really don't want to see that. It kind of, it'll take me out of it, you know what I mean? The game doesn't have to be, like, realistic, but it has to be based in a certain level of reality, because if I can believe it just a little bit, it kind of adds to that level of immersion for me. I bet this planet would be really cool to walk around in VR. Ooh, I just noticed something. So it's raining right now. You guys probably can't hear this as well as I can, but the ground squishes and sounds wet when I walk in it, and then there's a light crunch as well. So it literally sounds like I'm walking on wet grass. Oh, that's just too damn awesome. Got Funny Imps in the chat. What is Visions? There we go. Funny Imps in the chat. What is up, dude? We got Commander Lost Jayhawk in the chat. Says the caves look pretty great again. Yeah, I made a post about that too. They added cave lights again. Lots of like different aura colored lights and blues and pinks and things like that. So caves are much more interesting to explore again. Yeah, 100% agree with that. Yeah. Looks like I need to find me some more phosphorus. All dead freighter in space was an old idea me and Panda talked about in a video. That's true, we did. Yeah, we had a really great discussion about that, actually. Funny Imps. A big shout out to Funny Imps. The reason I have a copy of No Man's Sky on Xbox, a virtual copy, a digital copy, is because Funny Imps is a badass dude, and he gifted it to me. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I told him that for doing that, I would send him a Hidden Panda Show shirt, but I didn't have one in his size. Well, Funny Imps, I do now. So I'm going to hit you up on Twitter for a mailing address, and I'll get that sent out to you to say thank you for hooking me up, man. Slade Braddock says, Panda bro, why you no donate button for me to smash? It's in the description box. But don't worry about that, dude. The channel's not monetized yet. YouTube has a process before they allow you to do super chat and monetization and stuff like that. So even though I have the right amount of everything else, I don't have enough viewer time. So I need to be uploading more content and streaming more often before I can get all that done. But I've always had a PayPal button on there, dude. But don't feel obligated by any means to donate, bro. Especially since, like, you just got out of the hospital, like, not that long ago. Like, dude. You know what I mean? Glad you're okay, bro. Funny Imp says, I've also been hearing thunder in the background during storms. Yeah, and storms don't magically end when you start flying all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Dude, we got Spencer Ocampo in the chat. What is going on, Spencer? Spencer is a coworker of mine over at Best Buy. He's our connected home specialist. Hopefully, he's got a promotion he's looking at as an in-home advisor for Best Buy. So hopefully he gets some good news about that here pretty soon. But yeah, we work together. He's a solid dude, man. Funny M says, I'd like freighters to have the ability to jump way further than any ships. I know they don't jump anywhere near far enough. Right now, freighters jump farther than any ship I have, but I hear tell of, explorer ships being able to jump just as far, if not farther. Hola, my friend. Gee. Gee, senor. Inside joke. Spencer gets it. Funny Imp says, oh, already read that. Spencer says, gee, the dinero, my friend. Exactly, dude. And Slade Braddock says, buffering. Sorry if you've got buffering. Like I said, guys, I do not, through Spectrum, I do not have the best upload speeds. So it gets like that. It bees like that sometimes. Dude, so like this like little divot in the ground, like the terrain has gotten so much more excellent. I'm so down. All right, where's my ship? I was heading in the right direction, then I got lost. There we go. Tariq says, hey Panda, what if Hello Games remakes No Man's Sky in a more retro, sci-fi, surrealistic, and fully rounded game so it's for everyone? I don't see them doing another project like this for a while. I think that they're going to do a few different things to kind of distance themselves from this. They don't want to be known for just only doing this. So I think The Last Campfire is going to be the next major thing that comes out. They're working on something else in the background. So I think that No Man's Sky is going to be it for a while, and then much later they'll do something else. Funny Imp says, thanks man, I'll look for the message. Yeah, dude. Because you were needing an XL, right? So I got a black XL for you. But yeah. And big shout out to Spencer. I hadn't told a lot of people at work about my YouTube channel because I was afraid that like one day, like we've got a big like 80-inch Samsung in our break room, and like I just had this fear that like one day they were just gonna like pull it up in there and then just all like make fun of me in the break room. I know that's like a completely irrational thing to think about, but like I didn't want to tell them about the channel. But that one day I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll tell everybody. So, because you know what? I'm not ashamed. I've been working hard on this channel. I feel like I do a good job, right? Right, guys? If you don't think I do a good job, just don't comment that. Don't comment your feelings. But yeah, digging this moon a lot. Spencer, if you're still watching, have you tried No Man's Sky? I'll let you borrow the game. Let me know if you tried it. Funny Imp says, correct. Sounds good. All right. Grammy says, the Hidden Panda Show in Best Buy? That would be so cool. Now it probably would be. Yeah. Old Hidden Panda Show, where I didn't have as large a following and it was a little bit more liberal with my language, would not be a good idea. But I try to pay much more attention to what I say now. .com says, dude, we're here for a reason, of course. We think you do a good job. Well, thank you. Oop. All right, so that's a fungal mole planet. What's this planet over here? BKM says, you do an awesome job, Panda. Thank you. My only limitation right now is my damn connection. If I can get the connection better, we'll be in good shape. Tariq says, yeah, okay, then we're going to make the best with what we got, and and you fantasize, Panda. There we go. This is my chill game, dude. Like, I play lots of other stuff, but this is my chill game. This is, I do this. I hang out with you guys in the chat. We have a good time. We play No Man's Sky. Like, this is my chill thing. I think I'll always play this game. Grammy says, lots of Hidden Panda love for you all. Thank you, Grammy. And you're a true legend as well, Grammy. I remember you from the early days of when I learned about CobraTV. So. By the way, guys, in the not too distant future, I don't think he'll mind me saying it now because he doesn't work for the same company anymore, and it's a completely different scenario. But Slade Braddock managed a company that made like custom apparel, and so he made some Hidden Panda Show shirts that we gave some of them away for contests and things like that in the FDI. Some people chose to buy them, that sort of thing. And, so he's at a different job now, and I don't have access to that anymore. So I created a Teespring account, and in the not too distant future, I will have a Teespring link on the channel where people can pick up some Hidden Panda Show apparel and things like that. So it's not something you'll hear me advertise, but just be aware that you may see that. So, ooh, I'm liking this planet. See, this is the kind of planets I like. This feels, ew, what the hell is that? Oh, there's big spider things. This feels truly alien to me. These are the kind of worlds that I like. And I flew past, I think, a cave, so I need to hurry up and get in there. Yeah, dude, this planet, I would put a base here. This is sick. Oop. There we go. Yeah, see, caves have gotten so much better with this lighting. It kind of reminds me of, not quite as much as Pathfinder, but it kind of reminds me of Pathfinder caves a bit. Pathfinder was just much more like vivid and punchy. Oh, we got some creatures down here. Dude, that thing's phased. What the hell? Dude, what the... That thing had like a weird sucker face. Oop. Hit a snag. Oh, snap. I'm going to assume that this planet is probably storming all the time. Let's see here. Tariq Stark says, sorry, fantastic. You're fantastic. Well, why, thank you. Cuzwalt says, exactly, Panda. We got Hello Grammy from .com. Grammy says, yes, a goddess and legend in her own mind. No, I think a lot of people would concur. And Grammy says, I haven't been on Cobra Podcast lately because of my health, but after my hearing, I'm hoping to go a different direction with my brand. Okay. I'm going to be interested in seeing what you do with that, Grammy. That sounds exciting. Ugh. Cool. But yeah, so I'm essentially wearing what Slade Braddock made. So this is a Hidden Panda Show shirt. This is so Lily Hop actually made this logo for the channel because we used to have a logo that I made like in paint and it was really trash. So Lily Hop made this new channel logo, which I've been using for a while, and then Slade actually made the shirt. So the FDI, the trifecta, the triad, or whatever you want to call it, of the FDI, all three people, cooperated in kind of making the brand happen. So it was like Lily came up with the design, Slade Braddock made the shirts, and then I used it on the channel. So the FDI is such a cool community. I love those guys. And they're active. Like I've been so busy, I haven't been able to really participate with the channel in quite some time. Like I want to say like 2 weeks. And while I was doing my thing and working and all that other kind of stuff, the chat was just going. 24 hours a day, people are in there talking and hanging out. It's just super cool to have seen that community grow. Grammy says, I can tell you I will be creating merch kits for small streamers, kind of like what you were talking about with your shirts, but I will have a certain amount of stuff in the kits. Oh, that's really awesome, dude. That's super cool. Probably going to go back above ground here in a second. So this probably isn't the best example of like, the new caves and things like that, but still an interesting cave nonetheless. Tariq Stark says, Panda, did you see the trailer for the Eternal Cylinder? No, I have not watched it yet. I have not watched it yet. I would love to build on this planet. It would kill me to build because the planet would be actively like destroying you the whole time. But this would be a cool planet to build a base on. Because on the outside of the base, it would be like just torture, like death, like radiation, storms, like, you know, all this other stuff that would be actively killing everything out there. And then like inside of this like habitat, like I'll just be chilling in there, sitting on a chair. What I hope they patch is I hope they let you sit in all chairs. I noticed that they actually don't let you sit in all the chairs. So I'd like to see that change as well. Is that what I think it is? Yeah, monolith. You know, let's see here. I will be getting a new PC, some art design software, Glowforge and a printer, 2D and 3D. I will be able to do your designs and hope to get some other artists to join me. You know, Lily Hop would be a good person to reach out to. I don't know what her interest level would be, but she's an artist. She made my logo, and she's done a lot of stuff for a lot of other people. So that might be something she may be interested in. I'd reach out to her in the cafe. Grammy says, I'm still doing animation too. We'll have some stuff coming up on my channel. .com says, yeah, environment makes base building interesting. Plus, you know, anybody can slap up a base on like a lush planet. Like that's easy, you know. You don't really feel like you're surviving if you're building a habitat on a planet that's essentially Earth. But like in the FDI, on one of the toxic planets, I noticed that somebody built a very cool looking base that was on stilts on that planet, and it just looked freaking awesome. It looked awesome, and I was really blown away by it. .com says, that sounds awesome, Grammy. So look at that, Grammy. You got some support. You have the makings of a good idea. All right, so the lore says, brilliant light erupts from the ancient marker. It encircles me, engulfing my mind with the memories and voices of the Korvax echoes. The dreams of entities who once worshipped here become my own. Cool. The Gek harnessed the technology of the Korvax to conquer worlds, thieves, usurpers, false lords to the power of infinity. All who opposed their will perished. The balance tipped toward the darkness. These were the times of disconnection and illogical misdeeds. Grammy says, I have chatted with Lily before her husband's hospital visit. I will give a hello again down the road. Yeah, big shout out to Lily. She's been going through some shit lately, guys. You know the saying about great ideas. We all have lots of them, but few ever see completion. That's true. You got to make it happen. Big Pitch says, I like the new industrial parts. Encourage building on extreme planets for activated minerals. Exactly. And I'd like to kind of see that expand. Like, imagine like you need some sort of like oil, or you know, other like resource in the ground, so you can you have to build a pipeline, right? Or like, let's say that you need a particular technology in your base that operates on water to function, but you don't. Your base is located not somewhere that there's not a water supply, so you can pipe a water supply in. You know, stuff like that. I think would just be super cool. Guys, that's the chair, not my ass. Tariq Stark says, the Eternal Cylinder is crazy, but some of the creatures feels like it was from No Man's Sky and Spore. Oh my god, that's some dark lore. I know, that was dark lore. Big Pitch says, I hope they take it further. Currently, all that's worth mining is indium or oxygen. They are. I was reading an article. I forgot who shared it, so I don't take any credit for this at all. But I came across an article that someone had shared where Sean Murray was saying that there was still a lot of features that they were hoping that would make it into Beyond by the release date, but they just couldn't get them fleshed out and couldn't get them working correctly. So they didn't make it, but they plan on in future upcoming updates. They plan on getting those out there. So even though we just barely hit 2.0, we're very close already to 2.1, and I think 2.1 will maybe see the execution of some of those features that were left behind. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of where they go with that. Ooh, sorry about that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to make myself another drink because I'm out. I'm going to mute the mic for a sec. All right. .com says, Panda, that is the reason why I'm hoarding new stuff given to the guild envoy between the cartographer and the mission agent. Okay. So .com's doing some planning. Oh, by the way, I wish Hello Games would watch this stream. Hello Games, please, for all of the hubs out there that have multiple platforms. Okay. Damn, Charlie. That have multiple platforms. Please, for the love of God, talk to Sony. Do whatever you got to do. Let's get crossplay. Let's get cross-platform or whatever. Let's do this. This community desperately needs it so that we can all be together. Because we all help each other out and we learn and we explore and we trade, knowledge and all this other stuff. But we're all separated by platform, and that's not consumer forward. You know what I mean? So let's do it for the gamers. .com says they have already upped the drop rate from 225 per reward to 365. Oh, damn. Okay, really cool. Let me get that in a more stable footing there. Let me know if the audio is still good, by the way, guys, because I've been dialing up and down this mic pretty much this whole stream. So. What the heck happened with this? This is so annoying. We got Arsenal in the chat, says, hello, my fellow travelers. Tariq says, you're good. Arsenal says, on my way home from work. Thank you for stopping by, Arsenal. I was watching his VR stream the other day, and I spread that link around to get some activity in that chat. And that was a great stream, Arsenal. So great job on the channel, great job on the stream. And I want to see more of those VR streams, dude, because your stomach can handle it. And that was a really fun stream to be a part of. Sorry I had to bounce out of there because, dude, I was listening all the way to work. But once I got to work, I had to jump off. But guys, if you're not subscribed to ArsenaLC in the chat, that guy streams and he's been streaming VR lately. So click on that icon, go to the channel, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that you can see every time this guy goes VR. And he's really good at reading the comments and interacting with the chat, and he has the greatest personality. And it was so fun for me watching him play in VR. I know you guys are going to enjoy it as well. So make sure that you guys click on that and go sub to that channel. Also, make sure that you click on Slade Braddock and go sub to that channel as well. He's got a video up of his dragon base that he built, and he's got like a super cut of basically all the bases that he's built in the FDI and around and stuff like that as well. So guys, make sure that you check those channels out. We are a constellation. Let's all support each other. You know what I mean? .com says, as a 1200-hour Xbox player, I would willingly trade all my bases if it meant a reset for crossplay. For frickin' sure. .com, absolutely. Slade Braddock says, I'd trade every base but Panzer Dragoon. LOL. Okay, dude, Panzer Dragoon is sick, but it's sicker than crossplay? Is that what you're saying, Slade? It's sicker than crossplay? I don't know if I can co-sign to that one. Let's see here. Hover bikes, bruh. Dude, Tariq, you always come hot with the ideas. Guys, Tariq Stark in the chat always comes with the ideas, y'all. And he also comes with great anime suggestions. So if you guys ever see him suggest an anime to check out in the chat, it would be in your best. It would be in your best. Whatever the fuck, just do it. If he suggests best interest, that's what I was trying to say. So if he suggests an anime, check it out, guys, because he's got some really good suggestions regarding good animes out there. So we've got .com says subbed and subbed. Very nice .com. So big shout out to Arsenal. Big shout out to everybody from the FDI. Guys, this stream is for you guys there in the chat. FDI, and if you're not part of the FDI and you want to be part of a cool group of guys, it's in the description box down below. Click on it. You can access FDI from Discord, from the web, and also through Amino and the Amino app and the Amino website as well. So Slade Braddock is there. Arsenal is there. .com is there. I'm there. Lilyhop is there. Marty Merrick, Agent Tomcat. All those guys are all there. So come check us out. Cannon Busters is on Netflix, dude. Cannon Busters is legit. The first kind of like episode, I was like, this is a pretty cool concept. I wasn't really completely sold on it yet, but the more I've been watching it, the more I've been liking it. I got to like kind of the middle of the season, and then I was like, I don't know how I feel about it right now. And then something happened that kind of like, it was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty tight. So, and it's a Netflix original, and it's really good. So check it out, Cannon Busters. It's really cool. Let's see here. Arsenal says, Full Metal Alchemist is my favorite anime. See, I haven't really watched it. I haven't been in that game for a long time. I'm an old school anime guy. I used to watch a long time ago, and I've been getting back into the different stuff that's out there. But I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Z growing up, Cowboy Bebop, Gundam Wing, Gundam Zero. I watched Sailor Moon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, all of that stuff. So I was into all of that, but a lot of the new stuff I'm not really versed on. I want to start watching My Hero Academia. I hear that's really great. I used to watch Trigun, Bleach, those kind of things. So, but I gotta, get in touch with all the other stuff that's out there right now that I'm not aware of. So, but yeah, if you guys have any good anime suggestions, let me know, dude. I'm down to clown. So, Grammy says, Arsenal, I have subbed. I will try to catch your streaming for sure. You will not regret that, Grammy. His specifically the VR stuff has been really top notch. You guys are gonna like it. Arsenal says, you ever watch Outlaw Star? It's amazing if you haven't seen it. I have not seen Outlaw Star. I'm gonna have to check that out as well. I was really hoping for more Desert Punk. I really liked Desert Punk, and to see that only have like one season, that kind of like pissed me off. I really wanted to see a lot more from that show, and I didn't get it. All right, so I'm losing oxygen, and the radiation is getting me. Okay, so I refilled the wrong tech. I did the toxicity tech and not the radiation tech. Okay, I was like, wait, why isn't this working? There we go. I'm back to living. I'm back to living, guys. Grammy says, my whole family is Sailor Moon fans. We have, like I came really early on onto Sailor Moon, and a lot of my friends like kind of picked on me when I was real young for watching it because they said it was for girls, But I've always been attracted to strong female characters. That's why I named my daughter Leia. When she's born, her name is going to be Leia after Princess Leia, one of the first female characters that I saw that wasn't your typical damsel in distress, had to be saved by the hero. She was headstrong and she drove the resistance and she made an impact in that movie and was central to the story. And I like Sailor Moon and Powerpuff Girls, and there's just something about that. I grew up with my mom and my sister, and I just have tremendous respect. And I think just even as a little kid, just seeing like that sort of representation for female characters really was like that was good for me. Like Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, and like Horizon Zero Dawn, and all these different things out there that are now showcasing these strong female leads is huge. I'm digging it. I feel like gaming and anime has always been ahead of its time in that regard, but Sailor Moon is just freaking dope, man. But yeah. Let's see if we got any good underwater caves here. I'm kind of over this system, honestly. I think I want to just drop off in the space station, see if they got any interesting things there, and then just kind of skedaddle. Because I'm really trying to get to that old hub. So, but I get so lost in these systems and exploring these planets. It's the one thing this game does better than any other game out there is the planetary exploration, having these entire planets to check out and explore and swim around and all that. And I'd like some of that to get to space, you know what I mean? Grammy says, I just did a vlog on Tomb Raider and its impact on me. Dude, I need to check that out. And I think that like I'm having a daughter like at the right time in society. Like I feel like there's going to be so many really great influences and things to positively impact her life and her self-esteem that it's going to be really exciting to see what happens. But I know just kind of growing up with my mom was kind of my hero in my life. Her and my dad separated when I was young. They both loved me, both took care of me. So there's it wasn't like a lot of separations or divorces for a lot of families. It wasn't really hard on me as a kid. It didn't affect me in that way because both my parents took care of me and loved me. They just did it separately. But my mom worked like multiple jobs to help keep a roof over me and my sister's head. She like broke her back for us, and then to she was my hero in my life. She was the strongest person I knew. And then to see that sort of represented in the things that I was viewing at the time as a young person, I think that it really kind of helped formulate and solidify those thoughts in my mind. So that I had a good, healthy, balance of the, how the imagery of women were represented in pop culture. And like I said, I think gaming and anime has kind of been ahead of the curve on that for a long time. But yeah, Grammy or Slade Braddock says, I used to play Tomb Raider with the game Genie cheats on. Had a blast for a long time. Yeah, Tomb Raider was awesome. The new Tomb Raider games are even better, bro. Like, I love the new Tomb Raider games a lot. I love the Uncharted series. Every Uncharted game, even that mini game that they did that was $20, that was like, with the you played as the girl. That was a really, really cool storyline. I really enjoyed that as well. What the hell is that out there? Oh, I'm going to make my way over there. But yeah, dude. And let's see here. Grammy says, yeah, that's kind of what I talk about in my vlog, how there wasn't a whole lot of female characters I could look up to, and I was an adult when Tomb Raider came out. Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. We need a lot more representation like that. My daughter was 2 years old when Sailor Moon first aired on TNT in the 90s. Very cool. I was just, I just finished all the new Tomb Raiders for my channel. Okay. I'll have to check that out. And Slade Reddick says, oh, Uncharted is the shizzle. Dude, Uncharted is so good, bro. It's so good, it's ridiculous. It's painfully good. It's like watching an action movie, but like you're part of the action. Like you're controlling it. You're driving the story. It's sick. I love Uncharted so damn much. Grammy says Buffy the Vampire Slayer was her next role model, and I will do a vlog about that show as well. I never got into Buffy the Vampire Slayer. My stepmom was really into it. I never really got that into it. I did like Xena the Warrior Princess though. That was a really cool show with like Autolycus and Hercules and shit like that. I was really into that, and Lucy Lawless. I kind of like she was cool. She was cool. I kind of had like a little crush on her. And then whenever I heard that she was going to be in that Spartacus series on Starz, I initially started watching that show specifically because she was into it, or that she was an actress in it. But then I just ended up falling in love with that show just in general. But yeah, Uncharted is a great series, Grammy. It's a very, very sweet game. All three of them. My favorite Uncharted games, though, are 3 and 4. Really enjoyed the Uncharted storyline and game mechanics. Yeah, one of my friends at work, Jesus, he really pointed this out to me. I never really thought about it, but that game has like no moral compass. I mean, if you think about it, Drake is like mercilessly killing like hundreds of people, right? And like it's just sort of weird, but it's funny to think about because it's not a fantasy or sci-fi. It's set kind of like in a realistic surrounding. So just really interesting to think about. But yeah, he's absolutely mercilessly killing everyone in that show, and it's just hilarious. Or in that game, it's just hilarious to think about. Let's see here. Let me call my ship. Can it land there? Cannot land here. What about here? What about here? What about here? Here. Ah, there we go. I knew it was going to be able to land somewhere. I love the scaling. I love how the ships got so much bigger. Grammy says, I love Xena. Have the series as well as the Sparta series too. Spartacus, yeah. Spartacus was really good. Initially, when that show started, it had very high levels of nudity and sexuality in that show. And I think that was kind of, they didn't really know what the limits were at the time, because that was one of the first shows like that when it came out. Same thing with Game of Thrones. Like when it came out, like it was kind of like cable channels were coming up with these new original contents, and it was like, how could they push the envelope? Like what could they do with that? So I think it was kind of a little rough at the beginning, but it rounded out to be just an overall really, really great show. And I'm glad that I got to witness that. And big shout out to Andy Whitfield and his family. I know he passed away due to non-Hodgkin lymphoma. But I'm a fan of his in general, and he was really great on that show. And a big shout out to the guy who tried to replace him in the 3rd season of that. You can't replace Andy Whitfield as Spartacus, but they couldn't have picked a better guy to try. And I was a real big fan of that show. Graham says, I will be Uncharted series, and then I will do Far Cry. I have 2 and 3 of that series, and I will be getting the others after the new year. I can't wait to see your Far Cry stuff, and I have Far Cry 5, and that's an excellent game. So I'll be trying to tune in on that as well, Grammy, if I get the chance to, because I'll be interested in seeing the Far Cry stuff and the Uncharted stuff specifically as well. All right. I'm going to go back to my... I'm going to stop by the space station real quick first. I'm going to jump in my freighter and go to the next system. Not anymore. I left that planet. Boom. Guys, I'm probably going to be doing another stream tonight as well, but this time on Twitch. So if you guys that are watching, if you don't follow me on Twitch, please follow me on Twitch. It's just at Hidden Panda Show, same stuff. You can find us on Instagram at Hidden Panda Show, Twitter at Hidden Panda Show, YouTube and Twitch at Hidden Panda Show. So follow us over there. We do some No Man's Sky on Twitch, but Twitch is really kind of where we cover everything. So we stream all games on Twitch. Red Dead 2, Subnautica, Skate 3, like you name it. If I own the game and I feel like streaming it, it's going to be on Twitch. So, so if you're not following us on Twitch, I took kind of like a 2-week break because work had me very busy from just streaming in general. So I haven't put anything on Twitch in a while. But I do plan on being very much active on Twitch. So, kind of let me know. But, follow me over there. So Tariq says 2010 Thundercats, best show at the time in Cartoon Network. Voltron on Netflix is on the same level. I haven't checked out Voltron on Netflix, but dude, Thundercats. I don't know what 2010 Thundercats is, but like the OG Thundercats, like I grew up on that, dude. Katara and shit like that, dude. Thundercats was the jam. But Ultraman on Netflix is sick. That's another one that you turned me on to, Tariq. I binged that in 2 days, the whole thing. So, like after work each night for 2 nights, I binge watched the living shit out of Ultraman, watched the whole thing in 2 days. I loved Ultraman. Loved it. Loved it. Grammy says, okay, I followed over there. Thank you so much, Grammy. Appreciate that. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that we're on Twitch because obviously YouTube is our biggest following, but YouTube is really built around No Man's Sky. That's predominantly kind of what we're covering here. But on Twitch, that's kind of our everything channel. So if you guys are interested in kind of whatever we play, not just No Man's Sky, like I said, you can find us over on Twitch at Hidden Panda Show. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? Wrong side. Nope, that's the right side. Just want to see if there's any like good multi-tools or anything. Nah, I'm not even going to look at it. If it's not the hairdryer or like an alien, not even part of consideration. I'm going to go ahead and interact with this terminus just because there's a black hole here. For anybody that might want to use a black hole to try to get, somewhere. I may want to come back and jump through that black hole just out of curiosity to see where it goes, but I'll do that another day. You'll love Thundercats 2010. Okay, I will certainly have to check that out. .com says, talking about all these games is making me really think about what it is about certain games that has really drowned me in No Man's Sky, or why No Man's Sky has become my only game. Yeah, why is that? There's lots of really, really, truly phenomenally great games out there. I mean, No Man's Sky is probably my favorite game ever made, and it's definitely a game that I play more than anything else I own. But there's also a lot of really great titles out there as well, .com. Like, I play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, EA Skate 3, I play Far Cry 5, I play Ghost Recon Wildlands, stuff like that. The Division, there's Uncharted, there's lots of Elite Dangerous. There's lots of really, really great games out there. No Man's Sky is like my main game, right? But don't deny yourself the simple pleasure of playing some other truly great games out there. So, where am I going? Where am I going? Where my ship? Where my freighter? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let me get that back in the middle of the compass. Why am I missing it? Why can't I see it? Is it on the other side of this? I refuse, and I will kill you all. True dat, Panda Bear. Dude, what is going on, Boondog? What the hell? I was not expecting to see you here. Guys, we got Boondock in the chat. Without Boondock, there would be no Hidden Panda Show. I know that sounds very similar to what Sword tells his viewers, but this is in fact true. When I was just now learning about the No Man's Sky community before, when I was just playing by myself thinking everybody hated the game, I saw a YouTube video called Hub Life, and it was Boondock. And I clicked on it, and it was his journey to the Galactic Hub. And then I discovered Just Jared, and then from there, at that time, Boondock was and Iceman Third ID were moderating CobraTV subcast, and so then that's where I got the whole vibe of the No Man's Sky community and everything, and that's what inspired me to start the Hidden Panda Show channel with Hidden Jew Agenda. So, guys, there you have it. Boondock in the chat inspired this very channel. So, anyway, so cool to see you in the chat, Boondock. .com says, I think it's because there's no single way to play. It has all of the best features of some of my favorite things, but exponentially better. That's true, and there's infinite ways to enjoy the game, and it's always really, really chill. Boondock says, you always know how to give me a booner. Hell yeah, dude. I was trying to think of something funny, but I couldn't. It's so funny how we're all connected. Yeah. We have, like, I'm telling you, like, the community has been so accepting and supportive and positive of each other for so long. And honestly, I because of that, I'm glad the game released in the state that it did, because if the game had came out perfectly, right, I don't think the community would be this nice and this supportive. I think that because we had the dark times, and a bad launch, and that we all kind of had to stick together for the fans that really enjoyed the game, while so many people were hating on it, that I think it led to this community being the way that it was. So I would never go back in time and change anything. I think everything happened the way that it did, for a reason. It all led to the way that things are now, the way this community currently is. So Boondock says, we all go way back. We are like a family. Exactly, dude. We really are. As Cobra would say, we are a consolation, right? So I truly believe that. .com says, you can't get more open world than No Man's Sky. Yeah, No Man's Sky is so open world, it's not even open world. It's like open worlds. There's like entire freaking planets. You know, it's like a whole universe out there. That like no one else. People talk about like Star Citizen and shit, but that's not even a game yet, bro. That's like not even out. Like no one else is doing what No Man's Sky is doing right now. What gave the game so much more depth for me? So you can't get more open than No Man's Sky. You can follow the story if you like. You can break from it, whatever you want, and seamlessly pick it back up. Certainly getting hooked up with a community is what gave me so much more depth for me. Tom Johnson says, open universe. Exactly, Boondock. And Grammy says, I played No Man's Sky all by myself in August 2016 and made videos of the game. Then Cobra contacted me to join his podcast. From there, I met Colt, Boondock, Iceman, and then Pimpin' Plays. Exactly, dude. And you guys are like the real OGs out there. Real OGs for sure. For sure. I still remember when I first started the channel and Boondock didn't know it was me and Hidden, and we were going through different people's chats and hanging out, and we brought up the channel one day, and I think it was Hidden had left a comment in the chat and about our channel, which at that time was called Crouching Panda Hidden Jew, and Boondock very subtly like told us never ever poach his chat again, and I still remember that because I never have been warned so strongly, but in such a nice way in my life. It was awesome. But yeah, Boondock says, I miss those days. Yeah, it was a simpler time. It was different, you know. And there's a lot of part-timers in the community now. There's a lot of fakers, a lot of people who aren't really in it to win it, you know. They're just kind of you know what I mean. I mean, they're not really there to be there. So you know, now that the game is hot and popular and there's a lot of people playing, you got people showing up, you know. Kind of pisses me off, but yeah. Boondock says, I hardly even remember that. I remember it because it was really formative, and it helped set the precedent for how I would manage my own channel if somebody were to come into my chat and do the same thing. And but yeah, you know. All right, so let's go ahead and aim toward the center again. So we're actually not that far. So if you look up at the galactic core map on the left, right there at the top of the screen, old FDI hub is a little more toward the center, and I've been warping from the very edge of the galaxy, right? From the very edge of the galaxy. So like from the very far corner. So you'll see kind of like the little circle where I'm currently at. Well, where I've been coming from was literally the edge. So, like, the FDI capital now, if you go, like, 700 light years, you know, due southwest or whatever, southeast, there's no more stars. So there's none. So you start seeing a few stars, but you can't select them as destinations, and then a little bit further, and there's nothing. So the FDI currently is at the edge of the galaxy, and it originally was near the center. So I'm not quite halfway there, but I'm pretty close to being halfway there. So, hell yeah. Grammy says, Empty Benches is one of those who was following it way better before it came out in a game. I only heard about it in August 2016 when my then son-in-law had pre-ordered it, and I didn't like it, and he told me to play. Oh, and didn't like it and told me to play. Dude, we got what? What? Okay, we got Ryder S in the chat Says, hey, Panda, hope you're good. Just going to lurk a bit. Dude, Ryder S, thank you for stopping by, dude. Long time no see. Okay, for those of you guys that have that know about the Galactic Consortium and have been following the channel for a while, you know who Ryder S is. You know how cool Ryder S is. So big shout out to Ryder S in the chat. Hell yeah. And Tariq Stark says, Panda, do you have a Facebook? I do have a personal Facebook, not a channel Facebook, and I hardly ever use it for anything. So I don't know if that's helpful or not, but I just don't. Most of the social media stuff that I do nowadays is actually like No Man's Sky social media. As sad as that sounds. That may change if I get a position that I applied for fairly soon, because I'll need social media to make money. But yeah. All right, so that's as far as the custom waypoint takes me. All right, so I'm going to warp 2,000 light years this direction. Boom. All right. .com says, I don't think you are at the circle there, Panda. At the line that drops down from the circle. No, there's no way I'm that far away, dude. No, so the circle is showing you where you're at, right? Or is that showing me my destination? Let me see. No, that's where I am. That's got to be, right? That's how you read that. Yeah, that's the destination that I have selected. That's where I currently am, yeah? Dude, I don't know how to read this. You know what I need to do? I need to input coordinates into the Galactic Atlas. That's what I need to do. I'll see if Sword will send it to you. My fan art and biome designs. Okay. That'd be sick. All right, so let me get on up out of here. I'm gonna hit a planet, get some portal coordinates, and see where the hell I am. Because now .com's got me scared. So Tariq Stark says, I'll see if Sword send it to you. Tariq Stark says, my fan art and biome designs. Okay, so I already read that. Cool. Check it out, guys. I've been freaking asteroids. I've been quietly amassing my little fleet. I'm ready for war. All right. Well, first, let me see what kind of planets are here. That scanner needs to get better. Breached planet. Huh. That's interesting. Alright, what do we got over here? It's gonna be like some desert world. Radioactive. Okay. Let's see what's up with this breached planet. That sounds creepy. .com says, I'm in FDI space now, Panda, and I have the same image away from the galaxy edge. Oh, you son of a bitch. Damn you.com. Don't make me feel so far away. Through the yellow blob at the end of the line is a bit further away from the guys. Oh. Is it going to drop? Buffering. Okay, there we go. Whew. Okay. Let's see. All right. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm going to switch on over to the Galactic Atlas and try to figure out where in God's name I am. Zero FCD. Zero 4. Zero FDF. 0088. Dude, I am so far. Alright, let's kind of convert that to portal coordinates. Let's see here. Coordinates outside of what? That doesn't make sense. Sorry, guys. Just trying to see where I am. Dude, if it's Black Hole Suns, if it's gonna take me as long as it's seeming like it's gonna take me to go the old-fashioned way, I might need to take advantage of those black holes. I was hoping to avoid any sort of assistance to traverse space, but it looks like that may not be the case. Okay, let's see if I can input my location here. All right. The thing is, I'm not able to get portal coordinates for some reason. It's telling me like I don't exist. Okay. bird. Sorry, guys. Bird, squid, or no, not squid, it's a sunrise. Tesseract. Okay, so, boom. Tesseract. Dragonfly, dragonfly, light bulb. Spider. Man. Sunset. Spider TP man. Dude, I've like I've made no progress, guys. I am still at the far freaking edge. .com was right. I've barely made a dent. Good Lord. I didn't realize we were that far outside of the wow. All right, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to use black holes because that'll take my goddamn lifetime to get there. All right, so I'm gonna have to take you up on your offer, Black Hole Sens. Let's see here. Dude, we have a new tool. Yeah, 2 days ago. Check out the trip.blackholesens.com. It gives you the distance to your target and the vector to take. I will guess you are over 700,000 light year from the core. Dude, so far. So far, dude. .com, thank you for rescuing me, dude. I had this fantasy in my mind that I'd be able to go there this way. Holy shit. Okay, let's see. I went to FDI space. I think I warped 450 times. Okay. Okay, I see you, Ryder. Oh yeah, FDI is a hall outside the black hole ring, if I recall. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So starting from here to damn it, I don't have the coordinates to my nude. Oh, you know what? We are listed on the Galactic Atlas, so I can find it that way. There we go. Okay, so there's the coordinates. Holy crap. Oh my god. Okay. Best thing to do is to try darc.blackholesuns.com. Slade Braddock says, Husker, did I come in second to Agent Tomcat in PS4 Black Hole Discoveries? I always wondered. Grammy said, I had a bit of jumping to get to CK Hub, so I took the Black Hole train for sure. Yeah, I'm going to need to do that. It's not bad if you commit to not getting distracted by planetary exploration. Just grind it out, and you can do it. A star FDI region has a black hole that goes 2.1 million light year. Yeah, I need to find out where that black hole is. Puts you in the corner of Alpha Quadrant. Well, I'm not trying to go to Alpha Quadrant. But that is a far drop-off point. Slade, I will have to check. I'll tell you who went berserk is 710. He was outrageous on PS4. Gave me a few, and I'll look at the content. Or give me a few. I'll look at the contest results. Great point, Grammy. Hoober it. I'm sure one of us could help you. Well, I kind of wanted the journey, but I don't want to spend like half my natural life getting there. You know what I mean? .com says, that's it. You are officially FDI's chief science officer. You are hereby nominated. Dude, you're getting that name change in the Amino tonight.com. Holy shit. I just never really thought about how far that actually was. Goodness gracious. Well, thank you, .com, for not letting me assume that that image I was seeing on the galactic core map and the galactic map was where I was actually at. Because, dude, I thought I was, like, making progress. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm, like, freaking halfway there. Dude. Oh, my gosh. Man. Yeah, I can do it, .com, but, like I said, I'll be deceased by the time I arrive. Let's see here. Does the Hoober thing still work? I think it works if you do it like as a nexus. So I have my nude saved on the as like in my discoveries. I just need to find out what the name of that space station is. I might be able to just warp back to that space station. But I just kind of wanted to travel. I didn't want to do it that way. But man, I didn't realize that the new FDI hub was that far. Oh, how the hell did we get out there? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Has the distances changed throughout these updates? Because me and Lily and Slade and everybody, like, we left that hub and came out here to this one. So how the hell did we do it? Holy shit. God damn. Okay. Let's see here. Definitely throw your current positions and your destination into the DARC. That's step one for sure. I'm definitely going to have to do that Black Hole Suns. So, that's the only way I'm going to get there in a reasonable amount of time. Tariq Stark says, hey, Panda, what do you think about a tree so big that your starship can land and you can that would be cool, like a giant canopy, almost like an Endor kind of thing. That'd be sick. .com says, only now at the end do you realize the true power of the dark side. .com, that's freaking awesome. I'm actually gonna screenshot that. That is such an awesome comment. That's so cool. That's so clever to come up with off the top like that. Slade Braddock says, no worries, Husker. I think it's finished with, I think I finished with 465. I want to say, just wasn't sure where I fell with the PS4. Ryder says around 1,500,000 light years. Holy shit. Black Hole Sun says, yes, hoovering works anywhere regardless of the nexus. What is the process for hoovering again, Black Hole Suns? How does that work? I haven't done that in a while. Is that where you like join somebody's game and then you just drop a base computer down? Let's see here. .com says, going through the anomaly, you can use a version of Black Hole Roulette, but with other players' bases. You can teleport to them and keep on trucking, or have a friend send an invite. Yeah. Holy cow. I mean, I can portal to my nude, but you can't just slap a base down anymore, right? Like that mechanic hasn't worked since like freaking Atlas Rises. Let me know. I'm at the center. Are you logged on right now, Ryder? We have put together a slideshow online for what we know so far about Beyond and open space. Beyond and or beyond.blackholesuns.com. Okay. Hell yeah. You know what? I need to do something. I've been needing to do this for a while because the channel has changed a lot, and the people who view on average has changed a lot. Let's see here. All right, so .com, Slade, Boondock. I'm essentially going to go through the chat after the stream. I'm essentially going to go through the chat and try to figure out who all tends to be here like the most frequently, like when I stream, because I don't have any mods. I need mods in the chat. The mods that I have are from way back in the early days, and those people very rarely come to the channel anymore, like Gaming Lime and stuff like that. So, but yeah. Yes, hoobering is just a multiplayer session where you can slap down a base computer after you have visited the local space station. I need to do that then. Arsenal, yeah. So Arsenal, you're wanting mod privileges. Let me see if I can set you up with that, man. Let's see here. I can't remember where to do that in here. Oh, I think I can actually do it directly from the stream itself, if I'm not mistaken. Come on, chat. Load up, load up. All right, there we go. Slade says, I'm down. All right, cool. All right, so Slade, you just got a ban hammer. Arsenal, you just got a ban hammer. .com is dead on. The Nexus allows you to visit anyone's base and drop a base computer without penalty. Okay. Ryder says he can jump on. Ryder, do you have access to Old Galactic Hub? Arsenal says, uh-oh, me and Slade getting the hammer. I'll try not to let the power go to my head. You know, I don't think really we've had to ever ban anybody. I could be wrong. I think, well, actually, some people early on got banned back when we were still getting, like, No Man's Sky hate, but, like, those days are pretty much over. But a couple people got banned then, but for the most part, like, people really don't get banned anymore like that, you know. It's just so that, you know, if you want to be able to post links and things like that, like you can help post links, you know, like share the FDI link or like the PayPal donation link or like, you know, your channel if you want to like, you know, like let people know about your streams and stuff like that. Like I'm totally good with whatever. So. Slade says everybody better watch out. Okay. It's a great place to set yourself up with a waypoint and another quadrant. Yeah. Dude, I cannot believe I didn't have a better grasp on traversing space. Wow. Didn't realize that. Like literally, I've like in the grand scheme of things, I've gone absolutely nowhere from Fidstain. In the grand scheme of things, I've like moved a nanometer on the Galactic Atlas. Anime movie Redline. If you like sci-fi alien racing, you'll have to see this. Dude, I'm down to check it out. I am down. Down. I just noticed on my YouTube stats, I've been streaming for over 2 hours. And me and my wife have a movie date tonight, like around 7 something. So I might have to end the stream here pretty soon so I don't get in any trouble with the old lady. especially with the pregnant old lady. That'll be death on my part. Be totally death. Okay, let's see. Panda, before you close the stream, make a save where you are and then call the anomaly to check out the teleporter there. Dude, I'll call the anomaly right now if I can. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Whoop. Pew. My control stick got stuck. That was some bad flying. Oh, there goes the dogs. That animation never gets old. Dude, I love that hauler arsenal. It's like the best. I love how it leaves 8 contrails. You guys can hear me now, right? Does it like tell you where they are though? I mean, I guess you can just like go through and then just see where you're at, right? I guess that's how you would do it. Just randomly go through, see where you are, then try again. Let's see where minute is on here. And it's an uncharted system, so there's no space station there, so I can't get there anyway. I don't know why I thought that would be any different. You know what? I think that base is really, really, really close. I think I know that base. Does it still do that thing where if you jump to your own base, it deletes it? Let me know in the chat, because there was a glitch where if you jump to a base from here, it would delete that base if it was one of your own bases. Because I think I have a base in that system. You know what? I don't even really care anyway. I never really like built this base. If it deletes this base, it doesn't matter. I think the base here is literally just a cylinder. I don't think I ever like actually built anything here. But I think this is actually closer to old FDI. Nah, it doesn't matter.com. It doesn't. I really don't care if it deletes it. There's nothing there. Once I see where I'm at, I'll probably go ahead and call the stream. Panda the Intrepid. Thank you for dropping that invitelink.com. If you guys are interested in checking out the FDI, click on Arsenal's link down below. Again, there's no participation required. It's not one of those hubs where like you've got to like join and like commit a certain amount of things or take a specific role. Like, you don't even have to get involved in any of the chats. Like, even if you're just wanting to check out our wiki where we have multi-tools, bases, resources, things like that, ships, whatever the case is, click on that link and take advantage of it, man. It's there for everybody. It's for the whole community. Yeah, just like I thought. There's like nothing here. From what I remember, this is a pretty nice planet too. Like, no storms and stuff like that on this planet at all. All right, let's see where I'm at. I still need to visit the FDI hub. Haven't gotten there as of yet. Yeah, you're missing out, Grammy. Really, really cool place. I know I'm biased because, like, you know, like me and Slade founded it. But I'm really, really, truly proud of what we've been able to build there. Oh, yeah, this is that base that Hidden built. Wow, that loads up really, really well. Holy smokes. Yeah, this was the first thing that he ever built in No Man's Sky Next. I mean, he fully went to town on this thing. That's super cool. Okay. Let's see where I'm at. Check out that other link, guys. The GCB is the FDI's PvP sort of place. So that's where, you know, we've got arenas and things like that there at the GCB. All right, let's see where we are. Oh, perfect. I don't know if you guys saw that notification, but Mac 4 Day is about to be live streaming. So when I end my stream, you know, make sure you guys go check that out. All right, let's see where the hell I am. I am like fairly certain that like this is really close to my nude. It's not showing me where I'm at right now, though. I don't know why that is. I need to call my freighter. Guys, I know Cobra's got his like galactic Thunderdome and whatnot, but rest assured, whoa, that's a crazy glitch. Rest assured, I promise you, the FDI has way better PvP arenas. And it's completely dedicated to player versus player, so it's a whole lot of fun. We have a great time there. The FDI is for everybody, dude. Whether you're a trader, builder, explorer, bounty hunter, pirate, PvP player, whatever the case is, racer, whatever it is, we got everything for everybody. Grammy says, I'm part of a lot of hubs, but I've only visited a few. Yeah, you got to come check us out, dude. We got some really cool bases. Arsenal said, did you see in the new experimental patch notes that they've increased damage to the Blaze Javelin? I'm even more scared of Snow now. I don't know. Ever since Snow was defeated live on CobraTV, I'm not as afraid of him as I used to be. .com says, wow, Arsenal, I hadn't heard of that. I'm trying to roll out my third module on mine right now, too. There you go. Do I have warp fuel in this bad boy? Parcheesi. All right, let's go. You know what? Let me actually make sure I set the waypoint first. It's not live for console yet, just experimental. Yeah, PlayStation has it's got to be like certified. Like it's a lot harder for them to, to get it. They can like push stuff through on PC much more quickly than they can on console. All right, R3 waypoint set. All right, let's try it now. I'm not as afraid of snow as I am his legacy alien multi-tool, frankly. That's true. That thing puts out like serious damage. 69% damage. Yeah, it's insane. And it's not even an S class. That's the crazy part. It's an A class multi-tool. It's not even an S class. So it's like, it's not even max. Yeah, let me see what damage mine puts out. There, come on, get off the screen. Okay. So mine puts out on damage. All right, where's the stats? It doesn't show you like it used to before. Huh. But my damage potential is 16, 33, 9. I don't know if that's good or bad. I can't tell anymore. Alright, let's see on here. Nope, that's to a black hole. Custom waypoint. Alright. So that's where I am. That's it. They have got to fix the galactic map. Like, I feel like it should show me the whole path. Like, why not? My DP is just over 3,000. Holy shit. All right, let me load up my my freighter. Notice it's not really showing me on there anymore, like where exactly I am. How far can I jump? 2,100 light years. Pidge says, I hate the design, but I just can't trade it in now that the stats have been reduced. Yeah, I have a lot of legacy stuff I'm hanging on to. I've got like a legacy multi-tool. I've got like my freighter's legacy. Like I think all my ships are like, well, no, I redid my ships in next. One of them I think is still from Atlas Rises, but I feel like this thing is steering me in the wrong direction. I don't think this is taking me where I need to go. I don't trust this. No, are you serious, Slade? Your save game is borked? How does that happen? What is that? What is that? What's that about? Why does that happen to you? Oh, I see where I am now. I'm in like alpha quadrant or beta quadrant. I'm way away. Yeah, so that base was no good. I see the icon now. Okay. It crashes every time I try to log in. Are you serious? Dude, why do you... Dude, Slade, you have such bad luck with that, bud. I want to visit my Sphinx and Panda build, but I can't. Dude. Bummer, man. Maybe I don't have any bases out there. Your bases. Yeah, near hidden. So that's going to be way... Like, that's where I am now. Yeah, I've got no bases out there. So I'm definitely going to have to like Hoover from somebody. Or use the Black Hole Suns method. Anyway, Yeah, Slade, they will fix it eventually, kind of like they did with Next, but that just sucks, man. Um, anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Um, really appreciate you guys stopping by, hanging out in the chat. Cuz Walt, thank you for the donation. Guys, you know how to support the channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, that notification button. Make sure that you comment, interact with the channel. There's multiple ways to support the channel. You don't have to donate, but if you did want to donate or you feel so inclined, it is in the description box below. It is a PayPal link for now. But thank you guys for all the support on the channel. Thank you guys for helping us get to 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everybody, or thank you everybody for being here. I'm going to read some final chats before I go ahead and head out. So we got .com says, Slade, have you tried getting that save loaded or having someone load it in to you to your game? That's how I was able to get a save away from. Okay, so I'm not really sure what that means. Oh, from a crash build. Okay, gotcha. You have a great night and catch you all later. Grammy, take care. Thank you for stopping by. .com says bye, Grammy. Arsenal says cheers, my fellow travelers. Strength, honor, and FDI. Slade Braddock says peace, my brother. Cuzwalt says have a good one, Panda, and chat. Guys, the FDI is a really cool hub in the Euclid Delta. It was founded by myself, Slade Braddock, and Lily Hop of the NMS Cafe. We are comprised of several different civs. We've got a PvP civ called GCB. There's a like a sort of like a role-playing Star Wars civ out there called the Galactic Empire. We've got Cafe 42 out there. We've got the RSE, the Royal Saturnalian Empire, which is a civilization that's kind of with our hub as well. They're on Xbox. .com is on Xbox. So FDI is a really cool place. You see the logo up there. It's non-participation required, and actually most of the people that are part of our hub, they're actually actively involved in other hubs as well, whether they're Galactic Hub members, UAS members, you know, what is it, Amino Hub members, whatever the case is, that you know they're part of other organizations or hubs, but we're a little bit more anarchistic in nature. We hang out, you know, we do building projects together, we do PvP together, exploring all kinds of stuff. We have a very active chat, and you know, it doesn't need to be like, you know, people don't have to participate. So again, a description box is where you'll find the link for the Free Delta Initiative. There's also further up in the chat, Arsenal had posted a link. Arsenal, if you still have that link copied, go ahead and drop that again. A big shout out to No Need for a Dumb Name as our most recent subscriber to the channel. Again, thank you, Cuz Walt, for the donation. And yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in to Pirate Radio. This is basically a stream that I'd like to dedicate to the FDI. Anybody from the FDI that wants to hang out in the chat, come in the voice chat, let me know. I can get you on a Discord or whatever the case is. So this is for you guys. This is for the community. Grammy, thank you for stopping by. So guys, don't forget to click on Slade Braddock and Arsenal's channels and subscribe and hit those notification bells. And as you know, as always, I'll catch you guys later on in the No Man's Sky community. Panda out.
Thank you.